afternoon, good morning, good evening, good whatever time of day it may be for you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Layback Gamer, and I'm so excited! Well, in addition to Frostbarger expansion coming out, and it's got 2 new cards added in, we'll cover those at a later point in time, because right now, oh my, there is finally a new promotional card, and I almost fell off my chair. This month, we're thrilled to bring back monthly login reward cards. Finally, the silence of these have been broken. Well, I am going to miss the free legendaries every month. It's finally been broken. Oh my! These all new exclusive cards come along once a month and are tied to your performance in ranked play mode. Fortunately, I can earn 1 this month because I really didn't do so much. Java, please stop you this. Anyways. If you achieve the rank of 9 or more, you'll earn 1 copy. 5 will give you a second, and third, and if you're a whole player of the card, you'll be able to get all 3 of them if you reach the rank 1 or legend rank. October's monthly first reward comes from the mage class, Altmer Dragonknight, the first card that Sparky Pants is going to be releasing. I think it's actually going to be here before the Frostbark collection, so this technically is their first ever card that team's created. Granted, I don't think it matters. I'm pretty sure a bunch of people are in collaboration with this, but oh my, I'm excited. I don't know how long this news has been out for, but well, at least on the Steam page it's been out since today, but I'm excited. And it does not look that bad. Granted, when it says Dragonknight, I initially thought, oh, are we going to get a mage card that interacts with dragons? That would be something. But no. 3 mana, Altmer Dragonknight, High Elf, 3/2. At the end of your turn, if you played an action, Altmer Dragonknight gains +2/+2. So, obviously, the ideal way to play this is... Well, you on turn 3, you can easily get essentially a free 5/4 if you have the ring and play a 1 cost spell, or if you happen to have a 0 cost, like say a certain counterfeit trinket card, and you happen to play this, play the Altmer Knight, and then at the end of your turn, since you played an action, you now have a 5/4 for 3 mana. And the nice part about this effect is it keeps stacking up. Or if you're, say, turn 2 and you have a 0 mana card, you can essentially, on your second turn, you can get a total of 5/4 worth of stats. Which, early game, that's pretty good. That could be pretty good, especially if your opponent doesn't have a way to deal with it. It gets around Lightning Bolt if you play it on... in turn... I can't talk, apparently. If you have the ring and play it on turn 2, it gets around on Lightning Bolt. It doesn't get around... if you do trigger the effect, however, it doesn't get around cards that, like Fell the Mighty, that interact with anything that's greater than 4 attack. But still, it's not bad. And... well, there's a few other things that this gets around. A lot of 2 damage cards that deal 2 damage out there if you manage to get the effect to trigger. But still, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. Definitely a card that I would like to play in one of my decks. I might even go ahead and craft a second one because this does look like it has some potential. Comparing to the other cards that we've gotten so far, everything seems to... well... as of the last time I took a look at it, everything has some potential. I know there were some new cards that I took a quick look over and didn't really in-depth analyze it that much. And I don't think that's a word, but we're going to go ahead and go with it. Altmer Knight, it is a card with a lot of potential, but it will take the right deck and skills to unlock it, or your opponent plays right into it. I gave a great example, Counterfeit Trinket from Thieves Guild Foot Shadow, or Footpad. No, Shadowfoot. Thieves Guild Shadowfoot. I gotta get that right in my mind. In that case, you essentially your opponent just gave you, in addition to the ability to draw 1 card, yeah, you take 1 point of damage, but for that 1 point of damage, you get a 5 and 3 more magicka, you get a 5/4 out of it. So not a half bad. Though the card starts out with a modest 3/2 stats, which I'll be honest is not that bad for 3 cost. It, I guess that there are some 2 costs with that come with really powerful effects. Mage Knight, I think Mage Knight or Mage Slayer. It's one of the two. The 2-mana the 2-mana Nord 3/2 strength, and it can't be damaged by actions. Doesn't mean it can't be targeted by actions. It does have a unique effect. I'll be honest, I'm surprised that effect doesn't have a legendary component to it, because that's a really powerful effect, especially if you give it an effect that it can't be targeted by spells and then it can't be silenced. You essentially have a card that is, aside from board wipes, is unkillable. And Manacora. Anyways, to get back onto the topic here, it will grow by +2/+2 at the end of your turn whenever you play an action. That should be an action. That's a typo there. This means that if you're able to keep Altmer Knight alive long enough, it could truly become a force to reckon with. Altmer Knight will be at its best in decks with all out of actions. Fortunately, the mage class is known for its powerful actions, so you'll be able to have no problem finding cards to pair your Dragon Knights with. Cards like Lightning Bolt and Piercing Javelin will help you clear a path for your Dragon and Knight to attack, while cheaper actions such as Lesser Ward and Scouting Patrol can make sure it starts gaining health and power the turn you summon it. No matter how you decide to utilize Altmer Dragon Knight, be sure to head into Ranked Ladder today to secure your copies. Alright, so I'm going to quickly spit out a few ideas on what I'm thinking of. With the introduction of a Destruction Tutor and oh shoot, I'm not going to pull up the page because I know there's new cards on it that I don't really want to take an in-depth look, but there was one other card coming in the Frostbark collection. Those 2 cards put together, well, at least the Destruction Tutor, for instance, is already going to make your actions more powerful. And this guy, essentially, to me, it's a different take at a Crystal Tower Crafter. The 2-mana high elf, 1/1, intelligence only, or not intelligence only, intelligence attribute, and whenever you play an action, it gains +1/+1. It's a different take on this. This one, all you have to do is play a single action, and it's likely to survive until the end of the turn, unless you trigger an opponent's prophecy that can kill a creature or deal damage to it. And well, yeah, it's a different take, and I gotta say I do like this different take on it. How viable is it going to be? I think it's going to be a bit viable. It's definitely going to give decks, like aggressive mage decks, a reason. This is a good card for them to run. It might mean that yes, they do have to hold on to that one mana scouting party, but in the long run, it could end up paying off for them. Whereas if you're going up against an aggressive mage deck, and they say they happen to draw a scouting party, they're debating on playing it, but they decide to hold it back for a turn. It benefits you because now that's 2 extra health that you would have lost if say he just wanted to go pure aggro. Altmer Dragonknight requires aggro decks if they want to run it in an aggro, to hold back on some of their cheap spell or actions. And that can also promote a bit of a smarter aggressive style play. Then again, aggro most of the time isn't that smart when it comes to, well, at least in my opinion, they don't have to make a lot of the best choices, since they're going all in, and they likely have creatures that are going to hamper with their opponent, such as Withered Hand Cultist or Sower of Revenge. But this at least gives them a little bit extra to think of. I'm going to be running it in a action-heavy deck. I'm going to be crafting Theranos to throw her in, along with 2 copies of Altmer Dragonknight, 3 copies of the Tutor, and a few other cards. But I'm either going to make it as a An action mage or an action tribunal. I still haven't figured that out yet. I might go along the lines of tribunal because I can at least count on the ramp and strength in terms of late game cards, late game creature cards of the endurance class, while backing up on some of the cheaper creatures of the willpower and the destructive spells of the intelligence. Sort of bundle that all up together. Maybe throw a couple of. Don't want to. Nah, don't think so. Anyways, I guess that's two examples of a deck that you could see this in. Another one. This would actually go really well in a control tribunal deck as well. I mean, you got a lot of actions. You're going to end up cycling through a bunch of them just to remove your opponent's creatures. Turn 3 doesn't have a instant remove action or a very high damage dealing action, so that would be a great time to play the Altmer Dragonknight. Turn 6, alternately, you can play cards like Piercing Javelin or Cast into Time, but if you can get two of these guys out, and then the next turn chuck up, say, Spirit Knife, Sanctuary Raid, Piercing Javelin, and another card, suddenly now you can easily boost your board up by a total of +4/+4 stats, just simply for playing an action. Combined it with Onkano, and now your actions have Breakthrough, which means in addition to also, I believe, Destruction Tutor, I think it makes them either cost 2 less or deal 2 more damage. I'm pretty sure it's cost 2 less, but in addition to being able to play them out as well on the back of Onkano, they also now have extra damage, or not extra damage, they break through and damage your opponent, and they also have the added ability of charging up your Altmer Dragonknight. So this card, I agree, it does have a lot of potential. You don't even need a deck building. You just need to have, in my opinion, you can make any card work in the game. Every card is viable and playable to a degree. I'm not saying a card, I don't know, like a Scuttler is on equal stats with, say, a Nagliv, or what's another really bad card out there? Say Stolen Pants. As comical as it is, it's unfortunately not that great. I'm not saying that Stolen Pants is on the same power level as Odavang. What I'm saying is you can use them in the decks. Nothing's stopping you. You might lose a few more games, but there are some situations where those sort of cards help out. So whenever people say, yeah, it takes the right deck building to get anywhere, I disagree. I think it's more of a little bit part right deck building and part can you play it correctly? Because I could have the top tier decks sitting in my collection. Heck, I can have 50 slots filled with the top 50 decks and play them like garbage. So it's a combination of both in terms of that statement. Regardless, though, I'm getting off track again. I seem to do that a lot in these videos, but I'm just so excited. I'm actually excited about this game again. I'm gonna have to play it now. Well, I have been playing a little bit every now and then, and to think that today was originally going to be an arena video, which would have taken much longer. This is more exciting to me. I like seeing new stuff. I love this I love this sort of stuff, and it's a pretty good card. I don't think it's too strong. I don't think it's too weak. It might, if it ends up proving to be too strong, they might have to nerf something like, say, maybe give it one less attack or one less health. Although if it's one less health, I don't think that really is going to matter. I mean, some charge cards would would be able to kill it, and Mage's Trick would kill it, but I don't think it would really matter if they decrease the health. I think they would have to either decrease the initial attack or decrease the stats that it gains. Like, say, if it ends up becoming too powerful, you nerf it to the point so that it's, say, a +1/+2. I think that would work out more, or even better yet, probably a +2/+1. making it more of a glass cannon-esque card. High damage, but you flick it and it falls over. So we'll have to see. I think this card's going to be a good addition to the game. In addition to the Frostbark collection that we have coming out, there are definitely some cards in there that can make good use of that can power up this card in terms of being able to play actions quicker, or being an action itself, or adding benefit to actions. I can't wait. I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button if you really enjoyed. Don't forget to share this video or any of my other videos to anybody who you think will enjoy my content. Next time, we're probably going to have, I think as of today, well, they're going to likely add one more card to the online page today, one more tomorrow. So when I see you guys again next for Legends, we are probably going to end up reviewing another 4 cards, or I might wait just to get the rest of the collection out and then do a complete review of everything that we got. But until next time, take it easy, ladies and gentlemen.